Alright guys, as you've probably surmised by now, this is Jonathan and Ian for the Blue Wizard Project, just coming at you with our next installment of River City Ransom Underground. I think this is probably the 5th video, maybe the 6th, depends on how things get cut, but we'll see. It should be the 5th. But yeah, so in the last video we defeated another boss. He was like this chubby pink skin dude. I found a secret book for Alex, but I don't know who Alex is in this game. And we're going to the sewage plant, is that correct?
Yeah.
Alright, and yeah, so that's it. Let's get on with it. So, funny story about Rent. Go.
Alright, so my girlfriend watches Rent every year, and I had never seen Rent until like 2 or 3 years ago. And I was like, this movie's stupid. And she's like, no, it's great. And then she's like, every year she watches it, she's like, I hate this movie more as I get older because the people in it become more annoying. It's like, because they don't change. You just become more like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yep. So, Esther and I watched Gilmore Girls. And when I watched through Gilmore Girls, maybe the first time I watched through it was like when I first came to Korea, so like 2009. Basically, I came to Korea, had my Xbox, and I had cable television here and a laptop that was really crappy from when I was in college, like an old crappy ThinkPad, and my computer broke. The graphics card went out, and so like I could only watch cable television, and Gilmore Girls happened to be on at the time. It was the only English thing that was on TV at the time that I would get ready for work. And after a few days, I was like, oh, I'll just put it on for the sound. And after a few days, I was like, oh crap, I care about what's happening in Gilmore Girls. But it's actually a pretty good show. Like, it's actually a really good show. But the first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, I like feel for these characters, blah blah. Well, like Netflix put out an extra season, right? Like,
yeah,
like four hour and a half long episodes. And so Esther and I went through and rewatched all of Gilmore Girls. And watching, I was like, wow, the daughter's actually a huge dick. Like, she's the worst person. Like, she's super entitled, super bratty. Like, she's just the worst.
I'm telling you, man, it's one of those things, like, as you get older, you're like, man, I hate these people.
Lorelai, the mom, is still cool. It's just, I mean, she's kind of selfish, but she's like, at least acts like a normal person sometimes, but the daughter is just the worst. And in the new season, she's even worse than she was in the original show.
Wait, did we both just die?
Oh no, I was about to eat my food! And I got punched in the back of the head. Well, there goes our money. Good thing we didn't have that much. This is what happens when you talk about Gilmore Girls too much.
You get punched in the back of the head.
You get lost in it.
You get lost in the deep lore of Gilmore Girls.
But I actually do really like that show. Watch it. You don't have to. You won't like it, but other people will.
But yeah, like every time I watch Rent, I'm like, what are they? They're mad they have to pay rent.
I'm mad I had to pay rent too. You don't see me dying of AIDS.
And like, I think the part that annoyed me the most is that they're all like, Marcine, is that her name?
Maureen. I hate Maureen. She's the worst fucking character.
They're all like, Maureen's fucking garbage, but we all love her. I'm like, no, Maureen's garbage. Throw her out.
Maureen, every like kind of movie / musical that's like, we're young, free-spirited, young adults, blah blah. Like Across the Universe and Rent has a character that's very much like Maureen, and they're the worst fucking person. Like in Across the Universe, it was like the landlady, and it was like, I hate your character so much. You're literally just a reskinned Maureen. I hate you so much. You're a garbage person that makes everyone in your group worse off for knowing you.
And the thing is, like Maureen's the kind of person that you're always like, this is why no one cares what you have to say, because you're a person like this.
Yep.
Like some of the characters are more sympathetic than others, but she's the least.
Yeah, the dude with the glasses. I only know Maureen's name because like one of the songs is like
Yeah, the Mambo Maureen or whatever.
Tango Maureen. Yeah,
something like that.
There's two
It
other
should
ones
just
that
be
are.
called That Bitch Maureen.
there's two other ones that have their names in songs, but I don't remember. Maybe all of them do. I don't know all the songs from Rent that well.
Let's go to the
Are we supposed to
bathroom.
be
They'll
here?
never follow us in here.
You can't.
They can't get me on the roof.
Sewer facility back here.
Where?
Don't mind if I do. Left hand side.
Well, that's
There's
where we
also a
gotta go.
sign for a forest on the other way in case we need to. There's cops in here already.
Yeah, it's because we still have a wanted sign thing going. Let's
If I
just go.
kill more cops, will it take away the wanted thing?
I don't think so. Come on.
Oh shit.
But
Where'd you go? Oh, in that pipe.
But like, I think the part that made me like the most like I'm like, fuck these guys is when one, the guy doesn't want to take the job at the magazine because he doesn't want to sell out.
Yeah.
Or,
That's
the
like
newspaper.
the dude, like in the very beginning, their friend's like, hey, like if you get people to move out of this building, you'll get an apartment and a studio, and you can like make music and get paid for it and stuff. And they're like, no way, man, we're like young, independent, free spirits. I'm like, you're an idiot.
We don't need to be paid for our stuff, man.
You're an idiot.
You can't own property, man.
Maybe this is something I can't relate to because I can't sing or play any instruments. Except for like Ode to Joy on the flute. That's like the extent of my musical ability. Carry me. But yeah, like, is that a thing? Again, in the comments, people, if you're a musician.
Please answer, do you not want to be paid for your music?
I'm assuming the answer is no.
And then, but the one part that I was really like, this is fucking dumb, is when they're in the cafe, where all they do is order water constantly, and they put up with their shit, and then they finally have some money, and they come in, and then they start doing a song about how they don't have to put up with the man, and everyone else is just sellouts and everything. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, La Boheme or something like that is the name of that song.
I was like, no one will mourn you when you die. That's what I feel like. I was like, can you all just die faster so we don't have to listen to you?
Oh, Rent. I haven't watched Rent since I was in college, so it'd be
It will make you
interesting to go
mad.
back. It'd be interesting to go back and see it now. I just walk
Literally,
off the
the
edge
older
there.
you get, the more you hate the movie.
Oh, there's like a ledge back here or something.
Just-
Where am I? Oh, that was close. I'm gonna eat my food.
Alright.
That did not give me much health back, but enough to get me through this area.
But yeah, I definitely feel like the older you get, the more you're gonna hate that movie.
I feel like the older I get, the more I'm gonna hate Rory Gilmore, but that's like there was like a thing online where like, you know, you're getting older when you watch Disney movies and agree more with the parents of them like, than the characters. Like, yup, yup.
I don't know if I leaked it, my girlfriend leaked it. It's Disney princesses if they were Latina.
I don't remember. I feel like I've seen this before.
And like Jasmine's mom is like, where are you going? She's like, gonna go hang out with Aladdin. He's like, that kid who hangs out with monkeys?
Yeah, I've seen that one. She's like that? Why's your like midriff showing and blah blah? Oh, I leveled up just in time.
Yeah, no, it was super funny. I was
Well, there was another show or movie or something like that where I had watched it when I was younger and I watched it now. I was like, no. Oh, it was Father of the Bride. So in one of my classes, so for people at home that don't know this already, I'm sure most of you do because I've mentioned it in other videos, I'm an English teacher and I used to teach adults. And one of the classes that I had was a drama class where we would watch through father of the bride, and then like talk about like any of the language they didn't understand or like cultural differences and stuff like that. And they would switch to other movies eventually, but when we were
Wait,
watching,
this is a school.
this is not the
I
way
don't
we
think
were
this is where we're supposed to
There
go.
was another ladder in there. We might have had to go through that other ladder. At any rate, in Father of the Bride, like in the movie, they make it seem like Steve Martin's character is like the bad guy because he doesn't want to pay. It was like $250 a head or something like that for the wedding.
Oh, I
and
killed
like
myself.
stuff like that. And they're like, "Wow, what a selfish prick!" And I'm like, "This guy's the only guy talking sense in this movie." Like, this guy, like at one part, like he's saying like, "Oh, like it's gonna cost us $1,000 just for our family to go to the own wedding. Like, we need to like start cutting people out. So think of who we can uninvite." And then like he's making the list, and the daughter's like, "Why don't I just like ask people to pay to get in?" Blah blah. Mind you, she's not paying for jack shit for this wedding, and she's only like 22 in the movie or some garbage like that. And he's like, they're like, "Wait, real smooth, George," like, and make him feel like poop for it. And then like, oh, this is
I hope we ended up back down here.
This is not the way we're supposed to go either.
Nope. I fell down and it took us back here.
So they're like making him feel like shit for like
Wait,
not wanting
you
to
got
pay an
something else?
exorbitant amount for his daughter's wedding. And then what is this? Sewer plant. Yeah, so that is where we were supposed to go, but maybe we weren't supposed to go in that pipe.
Or maybe we weren't supposed to fall like I did.
So like the next scene, he sees his daughter reading a bridal magazine. It's like how to save money when you're having a wedding. Like, don't buy a designer dress. Have a friend make it. Like, don't pay for a professional photographer. Pay family or friends to do it. Which is good advice. Advice that we took for our wedding. And he's like, has this look of disgust and guilt on his face that his daughter tried to save money. I'm like, oh, what great times they were before the Great Recession. Like, it's like,
How
no,
dare
George, you're the only one talking sense. You tell your stupid ass daughter if she wants $250 a head for some lavish wedding, she can pay for it herself. Like,
Do you want to go to the sauna or get food?
let's do food because I can buy the most expensive one.
Can you buy the last one?
Yep. Octopus roll.
Oh, you just enough.
Exactly the amount. It's destiny.
I remember Father of the Bride. My mom owned that movie when I was younger, but I didn't really understand it because I was a kid.
It's got
I
its
was like,
moments that are pretty funny. I mean, like, Steve Martin's like a legendary comic, right? So like everyone else in the movie's kind of shit, but he's good. Like, the daughter especially is super annoying. They try to make it like, oh, she's so great and everyone loves her. And I'm like, she's lame.
What? Like, she's lame. You're like, fucking.
Who's this nerd? Get her out of here. Boo.
Like, alright,
There's a ladder here. Can we go up this ladder? Oops.
let's try. Oh, you can't go up it. At least, maybe not while there's enemies.
No, the other one I think we could go up while they were enemies. These guys can straight up do magic. Why are they in a gang? They should be ruling the world. Oh, I just got killed. Or I'm about to. Yep, there it goes.
No, that's no good. Alright, I'm gonna come back with you at full health.
I'm back, baby. Good thing I only had 30 cents.
Alright, I think we have to beat these guys before we can go up the ladder.
These guys are bullshit.
You're right, they do just straight up do magic.
These guys are bullshit.
Come down into our beatorium.
That makes it sound like our drum lab from our beat lab from Step Brothers. There's one rule: don't ever touch my drums. But what if I don't ever touch my drums? Nope.
No. Okay, let's try looking.
I mean, are we positive that there's nothing in the sewer plant? Because this is just the sewer. That was the actual sewer plant.
The area back there, right?
Yeah.